What's up, guys? Desert Bee here, and welcome back to, I guess, a revisit of a game on my channel. We're real close to the Switch 2 release, and I feel like I just need something, I don't know, just something to get me through. And so here we are. We're gonna play Ocarina of Time again. So, I did play through this when my channel was pretty early, and I'm playing on the Nintendo Switch Online service, and so let's do it again. Oh, we have old files. Like, let's do file 3. Always Link. I don't like using my regular name. It feels, I don't know, it feels like it takes me out of the game. Or even if I were to use B, I feel like it would still be weird. Link, Link, Link. Okay, and I'm also playing with the, hold on. In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there's one boy who does not have a fairy. The opening cutscenes bring back so many memories. Kind of took this to be like a nightmare that Link was having, but also sort of a premonition. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. O Navi, the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it, the climate of evil descending upon this realm? Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now. Find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, nay, the world, depends upon thee. Such a serious start. Under Mido.
Hello.
We'll get to hear that. Well, I guess her voice. Oh, there it is. That's the one. Navi, don't you know where he lives? So that's weird. Does the Deku Tree have like an army of unassigned fairies to just hand out to new Kokiri children? Also, I guess that begs the question of how are Kokiri children made? Where do they come from? They don't have any parents. Hello, Link, wake up. The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Link, get up. He's still having nightmares about Ganondorf. Hey, come on. Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? All right, he's awake. Fully clothed, sleeping in his shoes. You finally woke up. I'm Navi the fairy. The great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now. Okay, cool. And here's our little house. I guess this is a sink. Maybe a little dinner table with, I can't tell if there's another seat right here on this side or just the one little, tree stump. I don't know what that is, but I take it to be a pile of dirty laundry. Kokiri Forest. Everything is so green. Literally everything. Even her hair. Yahoo! Hi, Link. So anyways, I'm playing with the Nintendo Switch Online N64 controller that they released. I guess it's been a couple of years now, but it feels so natural. I really like using this thing. Wow, a fairy. Finally, a fairy came to you, Link. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Link. Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you. It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku Tree. Okay, so let's get going. Nothing really to see, I guess, around here, but I do like to take a look at this. I don't know if this is supposed to be... I guess I always thought it was Link fighting the Dodongo, which presumably maybe he dreamed that too, I guess. Seems like he does have some kind of premonitions. So I'm just going to kind of run around. We're going to try to gather some rupees. Yeah, I feel like this game just never really gets old to me. This is, between this and Banjo-Kazooie and Mario 64, these are all like my intro to gaming when I was, like 8, 9-ish years old, somewhere around in there. I used to play this game just hours and hours. Just really, mostly, my favorite things to do after getting through like the majority of the story was to just ride Epona out in Hyrule Fields, not really doing anything, just riding, and also fighting Ganondorf. Okay. I need like, what, 40 rupees? Link, look this way. Look over here with the Z button and talk to me with A. Great. That's how you use a fairy. It's so great that you finally have a fairy partner. I'll teach you how to talk to people using your fairy. Okay, I don't think we need... She's talking to me whether I want her to or not. Nah, really, between the companions, right, that Link has throughout different games, I think that Navi probably lands as my second favorite one. I don't know why everybody just loves Midna. I'm really not... I'm not fond of Midna. And I'm also... I guess I'm even less fond of Midna than I am of... is it Tail or Tattle that hangs around with you in Majora's Mask? I don't remember. But for some reason, I like that one even less. I can't pick these up. I just finished playing on my live streams my first ever Ocarina of Time randomizer, which was a lot of fun. I feel like I definitely want to do more of those in the future. Everything that you thought you knew about the game is just totally thrown out the window. And then I also learned a few new tricks. Ow. Actually, what might be fun in this playthrough is maybe attempting to see if I can do temples out of order. Like, I know for sure you can do... I'm pretty sure you can do the fire temple before the forest temple. And I think you can do the spirit temple before the water temple, but I'll have to think about that. And then you can do the spirit temple before the shadow temple, I believe. I'm just trying to find rupees. And now that I have a sword, actually, I didn't even read the... Oh, I didn't even read it. That is definitely something about playing this game. I feel like I played it so much that I I sometimes skip over dialogue that I haven't read in a long time, which is kind of fun sometimes to revisit dialogue because, I don't know, sometimes you just like hear little tidbits that you've not heard before or you haven't heard in a long time maybe. Oh, like one thing that actually stood out to me was the Deku Tree said something about he has ever stood as the guardian of this land and kind of acting as like a barrier between the outside world and Hyrule, which is kind of interesting. I feel like I have thought about this before, but not in a long time. So somewhere, here's what I'm thinking. Somewhere around through the Lost Woods, I'm wondering if there's like an exit to Hyrule, right? And I think that kind of does make sense because in Majora's Mask, Link leaves and he is walking through what looks like a pretty heavily forested place. So if he leaves Hyrule by way of the Lost Woods, that kind of stacks up with what the Deku Tree was saying, that he's essentially the barrier between this land and outside places. Zelda games don't really happen outside of Hyrule very often, I feel like, right? I mean, Majora's Mask is, of course, the first one that comes to mind. Hello. Oh, is this Fado? I think Link just fell off. You're a real man. Look, isn't this view pretty? Change your viewpoint, blah, 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 blah. Thank you. Yeah, he fell off. I have 34 rupees. I'm pretty sure I need 40. Nice. 3 and 1. There it is. Okay. I guess I could talk to all these people, but I just don't feel like they ever really have much to say. It's mostly tutorial stuff. You have a fairy now. That's great, Link. What? You've been called by the great Deku Tree. What an honor. He may give you a special gift. That's because the great Deku Tree is our father, the forest guardian, and he gave life to all of us Kokiri. Oh. Okay, I guess that sort of answers the question that I just had. Oh, a fairy finally came to you. Now you have a lot to learn. I think she was saying the best place is this training course up here, but I don't want to. Oh, here's these 3 brothers. I can teach you about the icons. Oh, crap. Oh, never mind. Yeah, see, this is all just tutorial stuff. Now, when you do get random bits of information like that girl just said, the Deku Tree is the children's father. That's cool. Well, let's head off to the shop. I'll pick up my shield, and then I think we can go and head into the Deku Tree. And you know what? I was trying to think, maybe this playthrough, I should go ahead and just try to 100% the whole thing. It's probably been quite a long time since I've 100%ed the game, because usually I guess I kind of get, once I get to a certain point with my hearts, I just kind of feel like they're not necessary anymore, and so I stop trying to get them. And then the other thing is the Skulltulas, the gold Skulltulas. Whoops. I feel like there's like just a teeny tiny delay in the controller. All right, I'm equipped. If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. Eh? What's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield. And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how did you get to be the favorite of Soraya and the Great Deku Tree, huh? He has a pink fairy, and also I think that I've read somewhere that the fairy color assigned to all these kids is random, so we could like kill this this save file and start over, and they could be different. Hers is like a yellow. I'll wait for you here. Okay. I thought maybe she would like have dialogue about my sword and shield. Ooh. That's interesting. I don't know what to think about that. Okay. Off we go. Really easy tutorial. We got a Deku stick. I really hope that someday we'll be able to play the Ocarina of Time 3DS version on the Nintendo Switch Online. Great Deku Tree, I'm back. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. I sometimes don't quite understand when you would use thy instead of you, because why would it not be I need thy to break the curse with thy wisdom and courage? Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? What if I press no? Perhaps you do not yet have confidence in your abilities. Return to the Kokiri Forest to learn the skills of combat. When thou art ready, return and speak to me. He doesn't even have the faintest clue. Like, well, I guess there's a teeny tiny hint of a mouth there. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Okay, all right, we've got it. Why did Link look like he was a giant in that scene? Then enter brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link. And Link, when Navi speaks, use the up C button to listen to her words of wisdom. Ha! Is there anything around the edges here that we need to look at? I know I've played this game thousands of hours probably over the course of what, 25 years or something like that? But I feel like when I'm replaying now, the whole point is to revisit, and we'll revisit that once I have something to actually talk to it with. Like, the whole point is to revisit, try to see things from a new perspective, maybe do things a little bit differently than I've done them in the past, and overall just kind of play a game that I know and I love and will distract me from the countdown to the Switch 2. Inside the Deku Tree. Okay, so we have some Deku Babas. Deku Nuts. Kind of just want some items to fill my teeny tiny inventory. Yeah, the N64 controller just feels so good. I mean, strange design for sure, but just feels natural. Although the joystick does, I don't know. They definitely improved upon it by making it kind of like a soft rubber in later, like future consoles in general, not just the Nintendo. First chest. We got the dungeon map. Very nice, very nice. Okay, I can't do anything. Look at this wall. The vines growing on it give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, Link. Indeed. You can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing A. Pay attention to what the action icon says. Which is funny, but was necessary at the time. You know, my nephew recently got the Nintendo Switch Online service on his Switch and started playing this. I wonder somebody that he's like 10, I think. I wonder somebody playing this game for the first time in an age where it's perfectly natural to just walk up to a door in a game and press a button and open it. I wonder what his reaction to that was. If anything, maybe it just was totally like, okay, and moved on with life. Anyways, I didn't read it, but that little Deku scrub, of course, was telling us the tutorial for how to not get fall damage. In the randomizer that I just played, I walked into this room and the fairy slingshot was not in this chest. And so I locked myself in here. So I actually had to pause and restart because I couldn't get out. Okay, so first though, what's up here? Now, I guess if I am gonna 100% this, we're gonna have to do some revisiting of the dungeons, and that's part of the reason why I never... Lovely. That's part of the reason why I never 100% this game is because I don't want to have to go back to dungeons that I've already beat for a gold Skulltula. But I guess I don't know what the prize is for getting all gold Skulltulas. Deku seeds for our new slingshot. And was this called the fairy slingshot? Alrighty. Yeah, because isn't there a bombable wall in the Deku tree that you wouldn't be able to get through until after Dodongo's Cavern, or... Yeah, I guess Dodongo's Cavern. Okay, so we want to keep going up. So I guess this will be a playthrough slash walkthrough. Oi. Oh, well, actually... Might as well get the last one. I keep, like, my right thumb, I keep hovering it around the controller looking for a right joystick for camera pan controls. Sadly, those didn't come around for a while. Okay. Big baddie. And then what's in here? Probably the compass? So this is kind of like an intro to the puzzles that you'll encounter in this game. Actually, let's keep that there. Let's do that there. Big chest. Yeah, I do need more sticks. Oh no! Whoops. If you just wait for them to stand up straight. Okay, that was not great, but you have to slash their stem. And let's try this again. Oh, it like that. Respawned, even though I didn't leave the room. That is definitely one thing that I really liked about Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is that the enemies don't come back until the Blood Moon. So it's like, yes, they respawn, but not like immediately and not just from leaving the room. But I know that one particularly is respawning so that you have enough sticks in case you just can't figure out how to light that torch. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, here's the intro to the gold Skulltulas. You destroyed a gold Skulltula. You got a token proving you destroyed it. Oh, that's it. No, no clues about what it would be used for. A recovery heart. Nothing. Okay. Yeah, I would say during my playthrough of the randomizer, I learned quite a few things. For one thing, that a Deku stick is stronger than the Kokiri sword, so maybe I'll try to use some of those. If I get enough of them. Maybe I should have farmed some from that Deku Baba. Now, is there one of these that's sticking out further that looks like a diving board? Maybe this one. Oh, and then plus the heart. Poor Link. How do I get it to stand up straight? Oh. Come on. Oh, man. Maybe a Deku seed? I want... There we go. I want sticks. Ooh, and the C buttons just feel so natural. When I was playing the randomizer, I was playing with a regular controller. And so normally the way the C buttons map on a regular controller is just with the joystick on the right. And it is just not ideal. It's real easy to like press just slightly diagonally, and then the controller thinks that you're ow. The controller thinks that you're pressing one input. Okay, wow. Oh, are we gonna die to a Skulltula? Oh, the grass magically grew back just now. Okay, I guess we'll listen to this until I find some hearts. Now, I don't think you can actually backflip up and get this one. I think you have to jump. No, linked. You know what? There's a setting that I might go try to find real quick. Destroyed a gold Skulltula, although we're gonna have to exit the game. Okay, at the end, we'll go find it. Oh, maybe this will be a recovery heart, since all of the chests in this dungeon like to just be recovery hearts. Yes. Okay, so then our next objective is we can't really go that way yet. So off into the spiderweb door. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna check these little things again. There we go. Please forgive me, master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You'll never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? We just think he's a coward, I think. But it's funny, you can find that same solution to puzzles in later games. The one that comes to mind is in Skyward Sword in the Lanabra mining facility. That is also the solution. After you get into the water, if you hold down A, you can dive. I bet there's some interesting things underwater. 23 is number 1. Come back. That's about as low to the ground as Link will get. There really was nothing else interesting under the water. Stand next to this block and grab hold of it with A. While holding A, you can push or pull it. Okay. I was trying to think just now, how many buttons were on the SNES controller? I'm pretty sure there were 4, like, thumb buttons, I guess. Right thumb buttons. And then I think there was an R and an L, maybe. And then, of course, your directional pad. So 4, 5, 6 plus directional pad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there probably was pause and option buttons too. I was just trying to like calculate in my head. Do we think that there was a significant jump in button number on this controller as from the SNES controller? I'm gonna go ahead and just grab these. Well, they already know what's up. The way that they're coming up out of the ground like that so that I can easily get sticks from them. They are programmed to do so. Okay, let's put the stick away. Preserve. I think I can only hold 10 of them. Yeah. You never get a stick inventory upgrade. Aha. Oh! All right, then. And what's in here? Is this the one that has... Yeah, the babies on the roof. What? I did this in the... Oh, there it goes. I guess you just have to be right on it. And there's no reticule, so sometimes it's kind of hard to figure out where am I supposed to hit this little thing. And maybe it's the angle. How come the first one? Oh, there. Let me try it more up. So it's more like up where they're touching the ceiling. Okay, so what? I've got that. See, there's that bombable wall. And there's nothing in there but a Deku Baba, so I guess I don't really need to open it. But yeah, we would have to come back for that. For whatever's back there. My guess would be a gold Skulltula is the only thing back there. It's interesting that the Deku Tree doesn't get its own dungeon music, because this is just the same music that's used in like any little cave or grotto. Oh, I guess. Alrighty, so we have that. We have this. Let's make a shortcut. And actually, we have to go down here and use this. Alrighty. Be quick, Link. Let's put the stick away. Could have climbed. Okay, here's the 23's number 1 puzzle. 2, 3, 1. Oh, too close. How did you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of the Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace, I don't know if that's how you pronounce that, but to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. Was she apologizing to Link, I guess? And that's it. We're already in the boss. Ooh. So disgusting. Oh, do you think that these pillars are old petrified trees and she's up there in the old petrified branches? Well, that doesn't make sense. How could a tree be in the tree? But really, how could any of this be in the tree? Parasitic armored arachnid Goma. All right, stunner. Oh, and stick? The only thing is with the sticks, they do break real easy. So actually now, I learned this recently. You can actually hit her when her eye turns red. No way! Oh my god, I should have put a timer on. Dang, she didn't even get to lay babies. That was amazing. I'm gonna use that for that octopus thingy in the, what do you call it? In Lord Jabu Jabu. I guess I don't actually need to go around here at all. Wow, that was crazy. Crazy fast. And now we get a little bit of lore. Well done, Link. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell ye. Wouldst thou listen? Yes. Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. Why is the desert where evil originates? This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerer's powers in his search for the sacred realm that's connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power, Nehru, the goddess of wisdom, and Furor, the goddess of courage. Doesn't din also mean like an awful noise? With her strong flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. I always felt like that was Death Mountain. It's Death Mountain Trail. Nehru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. And Furor, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. And presumably those that wouldn't. The 3 great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens. and the golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence, and the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Beautiful! The colors in the background were really pretty. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power, because of that curse my end is nigh. Though your valiant effort to break the curse your efforts were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I've been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. I like how Link's just sitting down, chilling. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There thou will surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse on me. We got the Kokiri Emerald. So pretty. You got the Kokiri Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of forest, now entrusted to you by the great Deku tree. The future depends upon thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Navi the fairy, help Link carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi. Goodbye. Aww. And oh, look, his leaves are wilting. That was like immediate. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link. I always thought that response was kind of funny. Goodbye, great Deku tree. And then Link just turns and runs. He's all gray. Uh-oh. Now how do we face the kids? Hey, Link, what did you do? The great Deku tree, did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault. So he thinks I killed the Deku tree. When in reality, I was just trying to save. It would have actually been nice if the Deku tree would have done like a PSA to all Kokiri residents. Link's not the bad guy. Where's Soraya? Is this not? Oh, she's out of the bridge. Duh. All right. Well, this is a good place for us to stop today. And next time we'll head off into Hyrule and go meet the Princess of Destiny, as the great Deku tree calls her. What? Where are you going? To the castle? Where's the castle? I'm surprised they know anything about the outside world. Oh, the leaf up on top of that big stump. That's fun. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and thanks for voting on the post on my community board and voting for this game. And don't worry if you voted for Luigi's Mansion 2 and that didn't get picked this time, we'll play it. We're definitely going to play that one too. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. I'm Brittany with DesertBeeGames. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like or subscribe if you're new here for more gameplay videos just like this one. If you'd like to see your name at the end of every video, please consider joining channel memberships right here on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube every Saturday, so stop by sometime and say hi. Can't wait to see you there.